What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to The Real Talk. John here with another review for you guys, and that is for Unsane, which is directed by Steven Soderbergh, stars Claire Foy and Joshua Leonard, and this is the famous movie that everybody's been talking about. Hey, it's been shot on an iPhone 7 Plus and stuff like that, which is crazy. It's crazy to see that, there's a movie released in theaters that was shot on an iPhone. Obviously, Sean Baker brought us Tangerine, which I still have not seen, but yeah, it's just still crazy to me. But let's talk about my experience with the film. I was hearing all the things about, hey, Steven Soderbergh's next film is gonna be shot on an iPhone, and I think I saw the trailer like once, so I was really looking forward to it, and I finally got a chance to see it. And to be honest, I do have some negatives, and we'll get to those. But overall, I really like this film. So starting off with my negatives, as always, I felt like, you could kind of see things coming. And like I said in my other review, I think for Ready Player One, actually, when you see a lot of films, and like, again, I'm not saying, hey, like, I'm not anyone special, but you can kind of tell when things are coming. So, I mean, it's just nitpick in this instance, but I still have to point that out because there is still films that achieve that kind of, okay, I can see things coming, and then it just completely goes to the left field, and that's pretty cool. Doesn't necessarily have to happen all the time, but there's that. Also, the tone, I feel like it tried to go for those thrilling moments, and I'll say this right now, it was a great psychological thriller, but I feel like sometimes throughout the film it was trying to have those moments of levity, which you kind of need for a film like this, but not, it just kind of fell off, kind of went from like thrilling moment to comedy, thrilling moment, and it was kind of, I don't want to say it was like specifically for a character, so that way when something happens, I don't want to, give anything away. So yeah, let's go on to my next negative, which was a surprising cameo. And again, this person had a cameo in another big director's film, and that kind of took me off, in that film, and it kind of took me off. It brought me out of the movie in this film a little bit though, because he wasn't there a lot, but it was a cameo that you can tell who that person is. So I feel like just because that person has a big, he's a big star, so that's why. But I don't know, it just took me out of the movie a little bit. So starting off with my positives, I have to mention Claire Foy, and really everybody throughout the film just gave great performances, but Claire Foy, I feel like, was essential for her performance to work in this film, because it's surrounded by her, and like you have to believe, okay, is she going insane or is she not, or like what's really going on? So she had to really sell that, and I feel like she did a phenomenal job. But other than that, cinematography in this, obviously it was shot on an iPhone, and I felt like they were able to get some great shots on that. And just to know that they just used an app called Filmic Pro and just a few lenses too. So they didn't, and obviously like some steady cams and stuff like that. So it's kind of cool to see, hey, we can achieve this on an iPhone, and it's just, I don't know. I don't want to get into it. It's just, that's such a big topic to tackle. But all I'm saying is that this movie had some great cinematography. And also the score for this film, I felt like it really kind of got me in some points. Obviously, this is a psychological thriller, so it had to have a good score to kind of get you in that mood and that feeling. So I thought, it really popped at some points. And also I have to mention Steven Soderbergh. I feel like this movie could have been directed by anybody else, and it takes a great director to kind of, okay, I have an iPhone for this, and I believe he had a lot of great ideas too of how to, like, where to put the iPhone, like to get some certain shots. So, and I feel like a film like this could have easily fallen apart, but Steven Soderbergh did a great job. So with all that being said, guys, I have to give Unsane an 8 out of 10. I feel like, if you want to support this kind of film, a film shot on an iPhone, and just actually see a really good psychological thriller with a great performance and great directing, cinematography, and the score, I see this as a movie for you, and I would recommend it. But if you guys have seen the film, I know it came out last week, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And guys, like I said, I have a review for Ready Player One, for Isle of Dogs, also Thor Ragnarok, and also this weekend I have some other stuff planned for you guys, so stay tuned for that. But until next time, guys, actually, no, if you guys want to follow me outside of YouTube, you guys can at The Real Talk with 2 Ks, and also on Stardust, where I did an early reaction for this as well, for Unsane, and there you can just follow me at The Real Talk. But until next time, I'll see you at the movies. Later, guys.